If you owe taxes and you're thinking to yourself, I can't afford this right now, I want you to take a second, pause, and breathe. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe, a licensed, certified public accountant with over 10 years' experience in corporate and public accounting. I have an extensive background in accounting, audits, and taxes, and I'm all about helping you take control of your money and live smarter. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on all notifications. And check out the blog site where we post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Owing taxes does not make you a bad person, irresponsible, or in trouble. And it's more common than you think. As a CPA, I help people through this exact situation every year. Today, I'm walking you through exactly what to do if you can't pay your taxes, step by step, so you can stop panicking and start taking control. First, let's normalize that people owe taxes for all different kinds of reasons. Maybe you're self-employed and didn't have enough withholdings withheld throughout the year. Maybe you had a job change and your withholdings were all screwed up. Or maybe you had a life event such as a medical bill, there was a divorce, or maybe even a job loss. Or maybe you had a one-time bonus, or you sold an asset during the year. There's all different kinds of reasons why one may owe taxes. But just because you owe, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Owing taxes is all about really timing, cash flow, and awareness. Maybe you just had lack of guidance. But what is important is what you do from here. This is the most important rule. Step one is to file your tax return no matter what. Always file your tax return, even if you can't pay. I can't stress this enough. Why? Because you'll have to end up paying the failure to file penalty, which is much higher than the failure to pay penalty. Filing locks in your balance. Filing opens the doorway to payment options. If you need time to prep your return, file an extension. But remember, an extension gives you more time to file, not more time to pay. Step two is to look at how much you actually owe. Next, we're going to need a little bit of clarity. So we're going to look at four things first. We're going to look at one, how much taxes are actually owed. Number two, we're going to look at what the penalties that were assessed. Number three, we're going to look at how much interest the IRS is charging you. And then number four, we're going to take a look at what amount or what tax years is the amount owed actually applied to. And then you may not have known, but you can actually get some of those penalties reduced. And what a lot of people don't know is that interest is accrued daily. And then you also want to check, because sometimes the IRS's numbers can be off. Remember, they are human beings as well. This is where having a CPA can really help you to protect you on what is owed to the IRS and just to verify that the amount you owe is actually correct. Step three is to pay something. Even if you can't pay the full balance, you're still going to want to pay something toward that bill. Here's why you're going to want to pay something. It helps to reduce the interest and penalties. It shows good faith, and it improves your standings with the IRS. There is no minimum amount required to show effort. Any payment definitely helps. Step four is to set up a payment plan. The IRS actually has payment plan options, and many people qualify for them. So, there are two types of different payment plans that the IRS offers. They have short-term plans, which is usually for balances under 100,000 that are owed, and up to 180 days to pay. And they're simple to set up. And then you have option number three, which are long-term installment agreements. These are monthly payments spread out over time. Interest and penalties continue, but collections are paused. Most tax problems become manageable once they are on a payment plan. This is something that many taxpayers don't know nothing about. Asking the IRS about reducing or even eliminating the penalties. In some cases, penalties can be reduced or removed entirely. Common options include first-time penalty abatement, reasonable cause relief, such as an illness, disaster, or some kind of hardship. This doesn't erase the tax, but it can significantly lower what you owe. You may have heard of settling your tax debt for less than what it's worth. This is called an offer and compromise. Offer and compromise, being able to settle your tax debt for less, is real, but it's not for everyone. It may apply if you truly cannot pay the full amount. Your income and assets are limited. Paying will create a financial hardship. These offers are heavily reviewed, so professional guidance is strongly recommended. If unpaid taxes go ignored long enough, the IRS has several options of how to handle it. The IRS, if you ignore it long enough, could file a tax lien, garnish wages, and levy bank accounts. But here's the good news: most collections can be avoided by filing your tax return, communicating early, setting up a payment plan. Silence causes escalation. Communication prevents it. Once you have a plan in place, the next step is prevention. So, this prevention plan includes adjusting W 4 withholdings, making quarterly estimated payments, setting aside tax money monthly, and improving record keeping. Owing taxes once does not mean this will be your future. If you can't pay your taxes, you're not alone, and you're not out of options. The IRS is far more flexible with people who file on time, communicate, and take responsibility early. Tax problems don't disappear by avoiding them, but they do become more manageable once you have a plan. If this video helped you out, hit the like button and subscribe for more tax tips. And be sure to come back next week where we talk about what is the standard deduction.